Question 41. When gas tungsten arc welding, GTAW, which of the following current types does not produce a bald end on the electrode? Answer: direct current electrode, negative, DCEN. Question 42. When setting up a flame on an oxyacetylene cutting torch, when there is an excess of acetylene, the flame is referred to as which of the following? Answer: carburizing flame. Question 43. Which of the following is the simplest way of changing the output of a small welding machine? Answer: adjust the distance between the primary and secondary coils. Question 44. When preparing the two ends of a bandsaw blade for welding, how should they be ground? Answer: place the two ends together with the teeth on opposite sides and grind square together on a pedestal grinder. Question 45. When plasma arc cutting, pack, which side of the cut is the scrap side? Answer: left side when looking in the direction of the cut. Question 46. A task must be performed requiring workers to be elevated by 3 feet or 1 meter. Which of the following would work best when 2 workers must work together on the same elevated task? Answer: double stepladder. Question 47. Which of the following would be employed when selecting a bandsaw blade for cutting a contour? Answer: the widest blade that will cut the smallest radii required. Question 48. When shearing 1 inch or 25.4 millimeter mild steel plate, which of the following would be a good starting point for blade clearance? Answer: 5% of material thickness. Question 49. Which of the following best describes the temperature range that low hydrogen small electrodes should be stored at? Answer: 250 to 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 120 to 150 degrees Celsius. Question 50. Which of the following best describes the submerged arc welding SAW electrode diameter range available? Answer: 1/16 to 1/4 inch or 1.6 to 6.4 millimeters. Question 51. How often must the suspension portion of a hard hat be replaced? Answer: every 12 months or less. Question 52. Which of the following GMA wire feed rollers are typically used with solid aluminum wire? Answer: U-groove. Question 53. Which of the following is an advantage of welding gray cast iron using small? Answer: it can be done without preheat. Question 54. What arc length should be maintained when small in the flat position? Answer: the same as the electrode diameter. Question 55. Which of the following is the difference between FCO and G-mobile? Answer: F-mobile is better for breezy conditions. FCO requires external shielding gas. Question 56. When comparing hot rolled to cold rolled steel, which of the following is true? Answer: hot rolled steel is not as hard as cold rolled steel. Question 57. When a 1G groove weld is required to be FCO, which of the following would best describe the appropriate fill weld? Passes after the root weld. Answer: use F to double with a travel angle or electrode inclination of 0 to 10 degrees backhand or pull. Question 58. A tradesperson is working at an elevation with a safety harness. Where should the lanyard be secured? Answer: the highest reachable point of the building steel structure. Question 59. Which of the following gas mixtures produces a low-crowned weld bead on stainless steels? Answer: argon, helium, and carbon dioxide. Question 60. Which of the following is an advantage of bullseye sight glasses over columnar? Answer: allows for oil foam detection.